Sasical students, today let us try to solve some questions solved and unsolved from the exercises from NCRT book based upon section formula, different distance formula. So this is the first question. Find the ratio in which y-axis divides the line segment joining the points this and this. Also find the point of intersection. So actually, to understand the question, you may or may not draw the diagram, but I'm just drawing it to make you understand. This is basically a line. So basically, y-axis is dividing a line segment. So actually, what does it mean is that, let's say this is the end point of the line A, and this is the other end point of the line B. Now this is the point on y-axis. This is y-axis. This is a point where y-axis is dividing the line AB. In the ratio we don't know, so the ratio may be m is to n. Also find the point of intersection, right? So we want to find the point of intersection also. Means we want to locate this point. That what is this point? So there are a number of ways this sum can be done. Now you can imagine that the ratio in which y-axis is dividing the line AB is m is to n. You can also imagine, which I told you in the last lecture, it's better to imagine that y-axis is dividing the line AB in the ratio m is to 1. This is better. Then automatically m might come in fraction or a number, so you'll get the ratio. So now applying the section formula, we apply section formula. Now according to section formula, the coordinates of any point, let's say this point is P, coordinates of any point P which divide the line, given line segment in the ratio m is to 1, with the coordinates of A is 5 minus 6 and B 5 minus 6, and this is minus 4 minus 1 minus 4 minus 1. So the coordinates of point P should be, actually the formula is mx2 plus nx1. Now n we have taken as 1, so it will be mx2, that is minus 1, plus n is 1 into mx2, mx1 is 5 divided by m plus 1. And the y coordinate would be my2. Now what is y2 is minus 4 plus n is 1, y1, that is minus 6 divided by m plus 1. Now students, some students might wonder whether we will take this point as 1 or this point as 2 or the vice versa. You can take any way, the result will be same, doesn't matter whether you take this one as 1, this one as 2, because ultimately it is difference of abscissa square, the distance formula, doesn't really matter. Okay, so now this is the abscissa of point P and this is the ordinate of point C. Now we know that he says it's a y-axis which is dividing this line. And students, y-axis, please tell me, Deep, for all the points on y-axis, what is 0? Which coordinate is 0? Deep?
Abscissa is 0.
I repeat, for all the points on y-axis, All the points have abscissa and ordinate. Now which one is 0 for all the points on y-axis?
Abscissa.
Abscissa. So abscissa of this point will be 0 if we don't know its ordinate. Okay? So abscissa will be 0. That means this part, this is the abscissa of the point which we are going to find. This should be 0. So we'll simply, based upon this, we'll simply write that minus m plus 5 divided by m plus 1. And just solving this should be equal to 0. So from here you will get minus 5 is equal to minus 5. That is equal to m is equal to 5. So that means the ratio in which this y-axis is dividing the line AB is the ratio is 5:1. Once the ratio is 5:1, we can easily find the coordinates of point P also. So coordinates of point P would be mx2. So m is 5, so it will be 5 into minus 1 plus 5 into 1 is 5 divided by 5 plus 1 is 6. And see here m is 5, simply put the value for m. So it will be minus 20 minus 6 divided by 6. So these are the coordinates of point P. So coordinates of point P would be, so this is 0, minus 5 plus 5 is 0, and this is what? Minus 26 divided by 6. You can convert this into fraction. So students, this question could have been, instead of you see the y-axis dividing the line, it could have been x-axis dividing the line. So then the question would have been this. Now this is line AB and AB, and this is the point which is dividing the uh, given line, and this point is on x-axis. Now if this point is on x-axis, students, we should understand that all the points on x-axis, they have their ordinate as 0. So this point would have been x0. So then we would have found the ordinate of this point equated into 0, equated equal to 0, we would have solved it. So let's see the second question. If points A, B, C, D are the vertices of a parallelogram. Now, always when you draw a figure, students, it will always help you in mathematics. You see that it takes only a few seconds to draw the figure, but trust me, it always helps you. It gives you a clear picture of, you know, what is being asked and what you have to do. This is a perfect parallelogram. Let's name this parallelogram as ABCD. Now, student, it's a property of a parallelogram. What? That its diagonals intersect each other. Am I right? So they also bisect each other. Now, if you see, if I draw the diagonals of this parallelogram, students, you will agree with me that this point O is the common point. Am I right? O point lies on both the diagonals. Lies on both the diagonals. Am I right, students? Am I right, Sukhman? This point O lies
Yes, sir.
on diagonals. What are the diagonals? DB and AC. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So also we know that the diagonals bisect each other. Bisect each other means O is the midpoint for DB and O is also the midpoint of
AC.
AC. Very right. So we will use this technique to solve this. Now A, B, C, D. Now we'll find the midpoint of AC. AC. Now we will use which formula? We will use midpoint formula. What is midpoint formula? I want to ask Supreet Kaur. Yes, bache. Tell what is midpoint formula? Coordinates of point which is midpoint of a given line. Means suppose this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So the coordinates of O, which is a midpoint, will be, yes, Supreet Kaur, can you say? Okay, any student.
x1 x2 by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 upon 2.
It's good. So similarly, we'll find the what coordinates of O. Now we'll first take dB as the what dB as the diagonal. So I can say D and B. So what will be the coordinates? 8 plus P. Supreet, I'll be happy if you complete it. 8 plus P by 2 beta. And what will be the ordinate? This is the abscissa of point O. What will be the ordinate? Can you tell? 8 plus P by 2 and it will be 3 plus 2 by 2. 3 plus 2 by 2. Am I right? So O coordinates are 8 plus P by 2 and the other one is dB, right? dB. So it's 5 by 2. And O point also is the midpoint of AC. So I'll find the coordinates of O using this AC. So it will be 9 plus 6 is 15 by 2 if I'm right. 9 plus 6 is 15 by 2 and 4 plus 1 is 5 by 2. 5 by 2. So from this I'll get, since these coordinates are same, so I'll get 8 plus P by 2 is equal to 15 by 2. So P is equal to cancelling 15 minus 8. So that is equal to 7. So see that students, I got P is equal to 7. Everyone understood? Students, you understood?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
We'll do more sums. It says find the area of the rhombus if its vertices are this, and this. So students, you know the formula for rhombus? Area for rhombus, anyone knows? This is rhombus, the angles are not 90 degree. And for a rhombus, yes, what is, suppose this is the diagonal of rhombus D1 and this is D2. So what is the area of rhombus? Anybody knows?
So half into diagonal.
Half into diagonal 1 to diagonal.
Half into
Half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2.
correct, half into product of diagonal. So very good. So I'll name these, don't make mistake here. This may be A. Now this isn't taken in order, otherwise this question cannot be solved. Taken in order, so it can be A, B, C, D. So what will be the diagonals? Diagonals will be like this: A, B, C. It will be AC and BD. Am I right, student?
BD.
Simply find the area of the rhombus will be half into. First, you will find the using distance formula this diagonal AC. Can anyone tell what will be AC?
So it will be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square
1, 3 plus 1 whole square
plus
0 minus
plus 4 minus 0 whole square.
perfectly right. I think this is Sukman. Into this is I think AC. Now
It will be minus
BD. So what will be BD? So BD will be 4 plus, 4 plus 2 whole square, right? 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 whole square. Am I right? Under root of this. Am I right? Any mistake? 4 minus of minus 2 is 4 plus 2 whole square. 5 minus of minus 1 is 5 plus 1. Correct. So this is equal to 1 by 2 into root of, this is 4, 4 4s are 16 plus 4 4s are 16. That is
Excuse me, sir.
32 into, this is 4 plus 6, 36 plus again 36. So this is 72. Am I right, students? So 72. So now you can factorize them. Maybe like you can write like 8 into 4 into, or you can write like this, 16 into 2 and into 9 into 8. Am I right, students? So you see that 4 will come out, root of 16 is 4, root of 9 is 3, and here 2 and 8 is remaining. So 16 root is equal to, tell me students, please tell me,
4.
by 2,
4, sir.
4 into 2 into,
4, sir.
perfectly right. So this is 2, 3 to the 6, 6 4 the 24. So the unit is not given, so we will write unit square. Area is always in square. So we have done this also, right? So we can do some also, students. You just cooperate with me. Find the coordinates of point A, where AB is the diameter of a circle. All right, students. That's great. Now we have a circle. Oh, beautiful. This is the circle and find coordinates of point A. AB is the diameter of circle. So there's no harm. We can draw, oh, sorry. We can draw a circle also. We can as well draw diameter will always pass through the center. So am I right, student? This is the diameter. Am I right? Diameter is A and B, and this is the center. He says center is, I'm sorry, coordinates of A. We want to find coordinates of A. AB is the diameter of circle whose center is this. Oh, the center is 2 minus 3. And point B is 1 4. Point B is 1 4 and the center is 2 minus 3. So students, how can we find the diameter? Anyone can suggest me?
Sir, using midpoint formula.
Please speak loudly.
Sir, using midpoint formula.
Using midpoint formula, then we will find, you will find coordinates of A. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Once you know coordinates of A, you can find AB. One method. Very good. Second method, more simple. You can find the radius. Center is given, B point is given. Find the radius multiplied by 2, you will get the diameter. Both the ways you will get same answer. Am I right? So what will be radius, students? Difference of abscissa, 2 minus 1 whole square. Difference of ordinates, minus 2 minus 4 whole square. Am I right? This is, let's
Yes,
say,
sir.
that is OB. This is equal to radius. Am I right? 2 minus 1 minus 3 minus 4. So this is equal to 1 plus this is, what is this, students?
So
49
minus
root. So this is equal to under root 50. So what will be diameter? It will be 2 under root 50. Or this is equal to into 25 into 2. So this is equal to 10 under root 2. Anything is given? Unit? No. So you will simply, you must write units here to tell that yes, it's a distance. And the units of distance, diameter, is in units. Okay? Students, we still have 1 minute. We can find by other way also, like Hamza is saying. So this is better method. You can also do like that. He says that let's say the coordinates of A is x and y. So basically x plus 1 by 2 should be equal to 2 and y plus 4 by 2 should be equal to minus 3. Am I right, Hamza?
Yes, sir.
Using midpoint formula, x abscissa of this by 2 should be equal to 2 and ordinate of this plus ordinate of this. So x is equal to what? 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Am I right, students? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Y would be minus 6 minus. Am I right?
4.
Y is
That
equal to
will be
minus
minus 10.
Am I right? So you know this is 3 minus 10. Now what is the distance? Sorry, 3 minus 1 whole square plus minus 10 minus 4 whole square under root. Am I right? 3 minus 1 and this is minus 10. Correct. So this is 4. What is 14? 14, sir? Anybody knows? I think 196 under root. So this is perfect. This is 200 under root, which is equal to 100 into 2 under root. So this is perfectly right. 10 under root 2. I think this is the same answer we got last time. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Students, you successfully